じってみよう。
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home. Yeah, that's me. I'm getting old. My name is Sonny Featherland, an investigator for 20 years, and once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too. Still, what do I expect? We're living in a vast experiment, and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement. What could possibly go wrong? Ah, crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated-sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes, older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time, so I had to give her a chance. Who is this dame, anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on New Year's Eve?
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah. Miss Deborah Ibanez.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Look, miss, I work for the police, and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like you.
Am I that easy to read?
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
I don't usually drink.
Well, I've got to have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
Huh. Thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
So come on, spill it from the beginning. That's better. Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats, exactly?
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
Please. That's why I'm here.
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I could scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard. Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
You're not very confident. Are you sure you're all right?
Yes. Excuse me. I'm just a bit nervous. I've never done anything like this before.
Breaking into the apartments of strangers isn't that big a deal. Some people do it as a hobby.
Please don't make fun of me, Mr. Featherland. This is hard for me as it is.
You're right. Sorry. Tell me, what's your star sign, sweetheart?
My what? My star sign? I don't see how that's relevant.
I like to be unpredictable sometimes. It's an old detective thing. Just answer the question, please. You'll understand everything in time.
All right. The dancer. The answer is the dancer.
The dancer? I see. Thank you. This could be useful later on.
If you say so.
Why did you have to visit me this particular evening?
I have my reasons. I may look like a silly little fawn, and maybe I am, but I still have common sense.
I don't doubt that for a second, Miss Ibanez.
This day is essential to my mistress, and she thought it's also important to you.
A message in itself, for sure. But to be honest, even you are.
You know what? I'll just take that as a compliment, even if it wasn't meant as such.
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home lately, only if she really has to.
How so?
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
So she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that. What exactly did you expect by coming here to meet me?
I expected your help, just like my mistress said.
Oh, that's very nice. But have you seen this neighborhood? Have you seen this wreck called a hotel? Who were you hoping to find in a place like this?
Someone reliable.
Well, I am reliable.
And discreet.
That's right.
And thorough.
No question about that.
And has a heart of gold.
Okay, let's stop it right there. Are you in some sort of jam?
Nothing of the sort. There are simply things better left unsaid.
Then you're wasting my time.
I trust your instincts. You'll manage it.
Yeah, and I have no other choice, right?
To be honest, no, Mr. Featherland. Not really.
Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Look, Santino. I'll explain everything.
I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No offense.
I'll take that as a compliment. Or maybe I'll act like I haven't heard it.
You see, we're starting to understand each other. If you won't come clean, what's the point of all this?
But, Mr. Featherland...
I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I'm way too old for this game.
Please, just think again. For me and my mistress's sake.
Tell me, Deborah,
야,
why
내
should I believe you
작았겠다.
at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Heh, smart answer. Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, My mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler, or as most people know him,
Ibn Wessler, the Kingpin.
Exactly.
Feathery gods help me.
So you get it now. The secrecy.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
いや、さっき選択ミスったわ。ギャングのボス。そりゃビクビクする。
しかも声はハードボイルのわら。
ちょっと音でかいかこれ。まだ話すことあるか？
Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints, you know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555-111.
Please, take a look at this.
Well, okay. Let's see. I don't even know where the key is. Whatever's inside is gonna stay there forever.
198X 終わったわらわら。
え、急に終わった終わるの急じゃね？被害者の女、脅しの標的。雇い主はナターシャ。ナターシャの、何これ、旦那？
やっぱりストーリーは意味がわからなかったわら。
雰囲気ゲー。二人組じゃなくて2羽組なのよチキンポリスでもう一人いるってこと？サンティーノ・サニー、フェザーランドとマーティー・マクチマーティー・マクチキン。もう一人がマーティー・マクチキンですね。ひよっこ。
Just a bunch of useless crap in.
Don't you want to look at it? The message I gave you.
Yeah.
アイテムの見方がわからん。手がかり。 メモってどうやって見んの？
I don't even know what these papers are.
そういえば、ケンタッキーフライドチキンのゲームハードが発売延期して明後日発売らしいけど、一体どんなオチを持ってくるつもりなんだろう。わら。
マジでゲームハードを作ったの
Legs that go on for
メモ
って言ってるよ。わら。
本当に作ってんの？
my wallet and my badge. The wallet is real. The badge ain't. Beef blood boiled.
どういう全然
My last cigarette. She doesn't seem so dangerous that I.
どういうこと？これがメモ？十字キーか。
I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman. N.
Gentleman.
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall with the well-worn picture frames, like an eternally dark hole in the wall, a missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby, the waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly? Why now?
何がしたいの？
Mr. Featherland? Santino, are you all right?
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't you?
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail?
Don't play innocent with me.
But
All right. When can I visit?
SNK も新ハード作る
Not
と
you.
か言い
Miss
始めたね。
Katsenko.
oh, yes. You can find her at the Czar Club.
買収
You
さ
tell
れ
me
て
she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko. But there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Exactly. How did you know?
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of
Katsenko.
mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
新しい個体情報。 喋るってどもる癖。
Behind that door lies the...
Thank you again, Mr. I mean, Sonny.
Don't mention it, Deborah.
I'm sorry, I don't smoke.
Thought so.
これはもうどうしたらいいのどうしたらいい
I wanted to travel the world when I was a kid, but I think I'm gonna end up dead in here whether I like it or not. I promised myself I'd write a novel. Every whiskey has the same color nowadays.
電話
I need a secretary.
電話かけんのルイスに電話。懐かしい電話だな。
黒電話わら。
555のなんだっけ電話間違えた。電話番号。こいつの電話番号は
555-932。
どっかでもう一回電話番号、電話かけるときにもう一回出る。9 3
Hey, Lewis. Am I bothering you?
No. Of course not, Sonny. Old friend, what's up?
Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not busy.
For you, anything. Just a minute.
Lewis arrived a few minutes later. He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here, not to mention that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop. The Atlas Hotel was his inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it. And now, besides me, he was the only resident of this enormous place.
自分の職場の場内にもまだダイヤル式電話残ってるわら。
すげえ。子供に教えるため
A good
か。
old rabbit. I can always
必
count
要
on
ねえ。
him, even on New Year's Eve. Thanks for being so quick, Lewis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home? I have some things to take care of.
Of course, Sonny. You know, anything for you.
Thank you for being so considerate, Sonny. I appreciate it.
Don't mention it.
Goodbye, then.
So long, Deborah. Before I visit the club, I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in this city I can trust.
来た、もう一人
My
のチキン。
ex-partner, Marty. He's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me.
どうやって出かけるのかな？
Could I ask you a few?
Feel free, son.
I can always count on you.
もう
Don't
一
even
話
mention
の
it, my
チキンで
friend.
しょ。
You got
わ
anything
ら
planned for today?
I thought I'd
も
visit.
う、もう
I
1
didn't
話
mean to hold you up.
もう一人じゃね
Ask a favor of you someday.
I owe you a lot of those, don't I?
That's true. I don't deny it.
おむすびが食べたいんだな。でも
So this Natasha dame.
Look, I'm just the messenger. You have to talk to my mistress about the details. Miss Katsenko was very clear on this
こう
matter.
いうお客さんずっこっているの。
Sonny, let's not make this even more uncomfortable.
Okay, understood. Let's drop it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Ibn Wessler, eh? You know you could have dropped the bomb a little earlier.
If I started with that, I'm sure you would have thrown me out.
You're right. He's one of the most dangerous gangsters in the city.
I only know he's an influential businessman.
Isn't that the same?
なんか
Not even
PS4 が
you can see the
無
world
理
as
でした。
that black and white.
どうした？
Sonny, I've already told you what I know. I've never read the message. My job was to give it to you and nothing more.
You really are this innocent, aren't you?
I'm not sure I get what you mean.
Let me give you some advice, sister. Leave the city and get as far as you can from the likes of Ibn Wessler.
It's not so simple, Mr. Featherland. My mistress needs me.
Is she really that important to you? That you drive around in the dead of night to questionable places to deliver messages you know absolutely nothing about?
I would do more than that for her.
I see. You're smooth. Real smooth.
Thank you, Mr. Featherland.
Sonny, please. Just Sonny.
アシアガンノスケよりもトランクドラゴンのあっちをみんな思い出すだろうな、若い子は。
I've already told you more about myself than I want.
Afraid you'll get your...
I'm afraid I already did.
Do you think my whereabouts aren't a secret?
Do you think they ever were?
Well, I was hoping.
Clawville is a big city.
Oh, please. Flatter me more.
最近あなたの大将自体も長いことやってないからな。わら。
やってないんだ。なんかいろいろ問題あるの
I
か
can
な。
always count on you.
Don't.
これどうしたらいいんだ。全部尋ねたな。
This dame is a nice... Oh, just one more thing.
あ、まだ。
Yes, Sonny?
I don't want to sound indiscreet, but this fur removal craze. Do you you do this yourself, or are there specific parlors for it?
Well, would you like to try it?
Well, it wouldn't work as well with my feathers. Just professional curiosity. You know, it's, yeah.
Occupational hazard? There are parlors, yes. But I do it for myself. And I do it for my mistress, too, if you're interested.
That's, good to know. Thank you very much.
You're one strange bird, Sunny Featherland.
Well, I've been called worse. I can always count on you.
俺はいつまでここにいる感じ。
Take care, sweetheart.
あ、これで
You
OK かな。
too, Sunny.
こっから移動したいんだが。
たまたまローソン寄ったけど、やっ
Take
ぱ
care,
り
sweetheart.
FF14 マンチョコなかったわら。
売り切れてるか。やっぱみんななんかとりあえずローソンに寄ろうってツイッターに上げてる人がいる。移動ってどうやるのかな、このゲーム。あ、こうか。十字キーの上。ここに行って相方に。
It was New Year's Eve, and I was driving, half drunk, risking my whole life's work. But still, it didn't feel any different. Every day was the same. And the 121 days I had left till my retirement seemed like an eternity. When I look out the window of the hotel room I call home, I see the same thing every day. A woman in a red nightgown
俺そこまでだ
dances
から
slowly in
買う
circles
気
to
も
smooth
全く
music.
ない。
The 9 o'clock show, with a glass of cheap bourbon, and the red gown with the silent music. In the meantime, the proud city of Clawville is slowly eating itself alive. And we're still here, with nothing left to lose but our sanity, while others, the smart ones, had already gone. Molly. Does her name really upset me this much? All those years of solitude, and I still jump without question every time I hear it.
モリーって
And then there's Marty,
なんか
my
あれなのか
ex-partner, who hates me. But I
な。
know
訳あ
I
り
have
の
to
女
speak with
性
him,
なのかな。
no matter what. Why do I feel like the
峰不二子的な。
past is watching me on this goddamn night?
1日の発注制限とかあったりするらしいから、
I knew where to
品
find
薄
Marty.
になるの
At
は
the
当たり
station,
前
we'd
よ
always
ね。
draw
あ
straws
コンビ
about
ニ限
holiday
界ある。
duty. Marty never joined in. He always took the New Year's Eve shift, even though he had someone to go home to.
売れなきゃ店の人が全部負担しなきゃいけないからね。
We survived the night the press called the Bloody New Year. Forgotten by Clawville, but not by us. We both left parts of ourselves behind that night.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Phyllis and Roy's. Two hedgehogs with an arrogance typical of novice cops. They're as prickly as they look. Officious little shitheads, but harmless.
前にずっとなんかドラマみたいになムービー映像がつながっていくアドベンチャーみたいなやつあったじゃん。ルートシフトっていうなんかずっとなんかドラマ見てるみたいな あれのなんか日本版みたいなやつ。
フォロワーさんがコンビニの知り合いに2箱取り置き頼んだら1日の発注上限が2箱で1日分を買い占めてしまったって言ってた。わら。
そうなるか。だよな。置けないよ。そう。ルートシフトっぽい日本版のやつなんだっけな、名前。タイトル忘れた。あれ配信 NG なんだよな。やりたかったのに。せっかく買ったのに。劇場版のガンツに出てきてた少年、ガンツの世界で結構強い少年いたじゃん。先輩面してたやつ。あれの実写版の役やってた人が主人公のやつ。
Well, look at that. Hey, Sonny, what you scratching out over here? I heard the big boss threw you out.
Tough luck, boys. I may not be on duty, but I'm still a cop, just like you. Well, more than you.
Hey, you don't have to be so peckish, old bud. By the way, you're on luck. Blood Boil's not in tonight. Malloy is in charge.
Oh, God. That clumsy buffalo is here tonight. If he doesn't end up in a cell again, he's lucky.
You got it.
You looking for Marty, eh?
I see you're still the brains around
レイ
here,
ンコ
folks.
ート
Yeah, I'm
レ
looking
イ
for
ン
Marty.
コートから針突き抜けてるのウケるんだ
I
けど、こ
see
れ
you're still the funny guy around here. You'll find the giant feather duster at the shooting range.
使い捨てじゃん。
As always.
Hey, Royce, I'm telling you this because maybe you'll be able to understand. If this prickly shithead makes another racist remark, I'll strangle him with his own raincoat.
I'd love to see that.
Hey, whose side are you on, you jerk?
This happened when that old bloodhound, Blood Boil, was promoted to chief of police. Here we are again, Clawville Police Department. I've never been good at history, but if I'm not mistaken, this place has been a church, a hospital, and even some insane cult's secret hideout over the years. Anyway, the place holds the secrets of the ages, and some drunk
い
pigs
ろん
in
な
the
使わ
basement.
れ方をしてる建物。モート。お、なんちゃらシュナウザーっていう犬の顔が。
Hey, Monica.
Hey, Boss Bird. What are you doing here?
モニカは
Shouldn't you
8
be
度に
celebrating somewhere?
Every day's a holiday since I got out of here.
I can tell. But what are you doing here? Are you here for a file? You know, I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah, you could look after a few things for me, but first I'd like to talk to Mr. Big Beak McChicken himself. Those two prickly assholes told me he's emptying the magazines in the hole.
Like always. And if he carries on like that, he's gonna use up all our ammo. So it would be nice if you drag him out of there. You know how this day is for him.
For him?
You know I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so just sign here and you're good to go.
Thank you, darling.
Don't mention it, Boss Bird.
えた。モニカはあれハチドリだよね、確か。顔。うん、やっぱそうだ。メス。すげえ。同時に何千もの事柄を監視することができる才女。あと天使って書いてる。天使。確かこの犬なんちゃらシュナイザーだっけなんかそんな感じだったよ。書いてねえな。犬ってしか書いてない。山梨。
Morty, you scariest beast. What the hell did you do?
ミニチュアシュナウザー。
boy. Everything's fine. There was just a bit of trouble in the bar, and someone got knocked on the head with a glass. It wasn't my fault. I'm as blind as a bat.
イグアナちゃん？コモドドラゴン？
Did that ever bother you, Morty? Listen, sonny boy. Go tell them to leave me alone, eh?
ミニチュアシュナウザ
New
ー。
Year's Eve, after all, and I didn't even do anything wrong. Not
これ見た感じでもコモドドラゴンだな。
Where's your
オオト
little
カゲだな。
lapdog to get you out of this mess?
イグアナではね、イグアナもっとトゲトゲしい顔してるね。
Jesse is a good boy, sonny, and he's good to me, believe me.
顔中にピアスしてるみたいな顔してるもん。
Spare me the details.
イグア
When
ナの
will
顔
you。 finally realize that little shit's been using you?
Oh, of course he's using me. What could a pretty boy like him want from this old monster, eh? Still, Sonny, I have no one else. You understand that, don't you?
Even you deserve better, pal. By the way, you look horrible, even for yourself. Are you feeling okay?
Well, I'm not what I used to be. But neither are you, judging from your voice. But I'm seeing a doctor, sonny boy. I really am. Are you?
Don't need to, Mort. I'm fine. Anyway, if Bubo prescribed you something, don't even think about taking it.
I don't talk to that insane owl.
Damn right.
Please, say something on my behalf, okay? I really don't have time for this detective buffalo shit.
Hey, careful with that. Buffalo Malloy is the chief today.
Like I care.
I'll try to speak for you, but keep it down till then, okay? You don't need this shit, and I don't need it either.
Sonny boy, you've always been a good friend.
More like a clucking pigeon.
コモドドラゴン。モートマーティ。お、ミミズクがいる。ブーボー。こいつの処方する薬は飲むな。モルギネ中毒って神経質。
Holy wild ones, look what the cat dragged in.
Hello to you too, Bosco. I see you're busy, as always.
I've been sniffing around one of the rundown joints. You know how it goes. And boom, this son of a lizard comes flying out the window. I didn't know the lizards could fly. So, Mort was being a bad boy again. Nothing unusual. And you? Still dying?
I'm still a cop for another 121 days, Bosco. It's as unpleasant to me as it is to you.
All right. No need to bite. Wasn't trying to mess with you. You have Moses and Plato for that. And of course, Blood Boil.
Let's hope I won't run into any of them tonight.
Looking for Marty, eh? Ever since you left, he's kind of lost. He's trying to hide it, but he's not the same bird.
別人じゃなくて別撮りって。
Thinking about how we parted.
別撮りの
Let me
よう
give
だ。
you some advice, Sonny. Let him rage. He'll be the same after that. Anyway, he was the one that shot you, right? You should be mad, not him.
It's not that simple, Bosco. But we'll see how he reacts. Thanks anyway.
No worries, pal.
こういう系のゲームはあれだよね。日本語訳はしっかりしてないと本当面白くないよね。こういうゲームこそ本当ちゃんとやってねえとクソゲーム。
Officer Jardine. They say she's clever, smart, and dangerous. We need more of her kind in here. One of Blood Boil's favorites. Mainly because he's a dog, of course.
お気に入りの一頭。こいつらの名前は名前じゃない。載ってる？こいつら載ってねえのか。射撃場。
I'm really not in the mood to meet Deputy Malloy.
あれ別撮りになったマーティはどこにいるの？射撃場？
This is gonna be a hard ride. Last time we saw each other, he
多分
had
あ
a
いつだろ
smoking
う。
gun in his hand, and I was bleeding. I don't know how we can get past that, but it's worth a try.
これだろ絶対マーティ。
Marty looks good. Big and loud and angry as always.
マーティ気性荒いんだ。
Hey, Marty.
ごつ。
Oh, well, look who's
ごっ
here.
つい。
Hello, boss bird. What, are you lost? This is the PD building, you know?
Cut the shit, Marty. We're better than this.
Well, at least you are. Better than anyone, huh?
Marty, come on. Let's forget that. What's past is past.
Easy for you to say, Sonny.
Damn it, Marty. You shot me, remember? I almost bled to death.
Hell yeah, I remember. Unfortunately, my aim wasn't good enough.
I need your help, okay? That's what you want to hear.
Well, it's a start.
Okay, I've said it. I won't do it again.
Yeah, right.
So, are you in? Just for tonight. Small case. We'll wrap it up in no time.
What kind of case?
A personal one.
How personal?
Very. The kind of case where if you come with me right now, you're not on duty anymore.
Ooh, damn, Sonny. Stop it right there. I'm in.
That's it?
Do you know how boring life is here without your stupid, reckless shit? Soon enough, I'll shoot all the ammo in here out of boredom. Right, so, tell me, what's it about?
I'll tell you in the car.
Ooh, can I bring Bertha?
Ah, for the love of... Marty, this is a routine case. You can't bring your shotgun, okay? Bertha stays.
Okay. But at least Susie can come, right?
All right, Susie can come.
That's
スージ
what I
ーってな
want
ん
to
だっけ
hear.
サブマシンガンみたいなやつだっけ射撃訓練のってそういうゲームモードもあんの？いや、むずっ。普通のゲームと操作が違う FPS と。 あ、間違えた。子供撃っちゃった。あ、タイトル画面戻っちゃった。戻ったついでに終わりますか。お疲れ様でした。うっかり、射撃を終わろうと思ったのにタイトル画面来ちゃった。
わらわら。おつでした。わら。
本当は射撃終わるつもりだったのにな。面白い、これ。配信はするかわかんないけど、暇な時続きやろう。なんか話がすげえ気になる。インディーゲーっていいな。なんか自由。面白いゲームをなんか好きなように作れるっていう縛りがないから。サイバーパンクかわいそうな感じ。インディーゲーじゃないところのその悲しいとこってサイバーパンクみたいなあれだよね。ギリギリまで作ってたって言ってたもんね。なんか本音正直に話します。やばー、この曲いいじゃん。カウボーイビバップ思い出す。ではでは。
Of being sane, along with still lying in my bed. 配布できたのが発売前日だって言ってたもんね。わら。
そうそうそう。
Where are you, baby? I'm still your lady. I'm gonna burn you down. I try to run away, but my soul keeps me turning back. I'm tired of being sane. We're still lying in my bed, and it's dead.